Hi, I'm Logan Jenke, and this is Lenawee. We have our cameras in the hands of our student reporters around Lenawee County to get a first-hand look at the incredible experiences around our community. Today, the students at Clinton High School are using their brains in science, math, and engineering to have great fun in class while challenging their minds.
3, 2, 1, go!
We're in the STEM class here at Clinton High School. We're an engineering class. We like to build things. What we've done today was we drove the mini IVD cars.
So all these things are based on competitions, which we travel to. That competitive aspect really drives their ability to go through the engineering process and look for many, many ways to improve.
It consists mostly of competing within the competitions of several hosts such as M.Track, C-Perch, and Michigan Design Prize. And it's really getting you ready for engineering within the real world. And it provides this competition aspect to where people feel as if they must keep going and push themselves further and further and further.
The challenge is to drive the cars as swiftly, quickly as possible. Run a course. There's a lot that goes on during this. We've been working on these cars for probably 3 months now, and this is maybe the second time we've got to drive them.
The hardest challenge, which it should be really the easiest, it's what we call the details, the scientific principles behind everything within the engineering notebook. And a lot of kids, they like to skip over that part and go to the fun building and driving part, but everything persists to the details. And if you have that down, then you're going to do very well in the competitions.
The big thing is to be able to think critically, to understand what they are dealing with, what the objective is, what are the limitations, how to take those resources and the time that they have and maximize that going through the engineering process to where they can basically become good problem solvers, regardless whether they become bankers or engineers or nurses. Most professions deal with some kind of problem solving.
The skills that it takes, being able to work with your hands, being able to follow directions, following the little details. You got to work smarter, not harder in this class, and learn from what you've done.
The most fun part of the class for me is when I'm not doing that engineering notebook, I'm driving those cars, and then I also like to help out the class and helping out each other and training the underclassmen as well.
Oh, this class is a treat going to every day. Yeah, you come in and Mr. Schaffner will talk for a few minutes and then you get to work. It's unique because we get the chance to do our own thing, but still have some guidelines that we have to work in.
The Clinton S.T.E.M program seems to be alive and well, having fun in the process while they're at it. When we come back, we discover the risks and dangers of vaping.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary.
Bye, Smokey!
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Vaping and e-cigarettes are becoming more and more popular by each passing day. Are you aware of the risks and dangers of vaping? Perhaps this PSA could shed some light on the situation.
Andy, this party's wicked.
Thanks, Jack. Feel free to do whatever.
Alright. Hey, Nick, wanna go ask Andy's dad if we make this party even better?
Sure.
Hey, Mr. Shootcock, can we vape in here?
I don't know what vaping is, but yeah, go ahead.
Gee whiz, thanks, Mr. Shootcock, you're the best.
What's up, son?
You seriously don't know what that is?
I'm sorry, I just can't keep up with your generation's crazy new trends.
It's not a trend, old man. Vaping ruins everything.
Who are you?
I'm here to educate kids who currently vape and parents who, like your dad, do not understand what vaping even is. Over 4 million kids have admitted to vaping. That's almost 1 out of every 5 kids.
I can see that it's popular, but how does it work?
Allow us to explain.
Electronic cigarettes or vapes come in many different shapes, sizes, and even flavors.
All vapes are powered by a battery, which needs to be recharged. The cartridge or pod contains a liquefied nicotine, and the atomizer turns it into an aerosol gas, which when inhaled sends solid and liquid particles throughout the body.
So what's the big deal? Juuls are cool.
They may be cool to you, but they're not without the risk. Just like cigarettes, they contain nicotine, which is highly addictive. The more you consume, the more dangerous it becomes.
Remember those solid and liquid particles? Well, the solid particles can get trapped inside your lungs, which may cause lung cancer.
The liquid particles can harden red blood cells, preventing proper blood flow and increasing the risk of stroke.
Those things won't happen until I'm old.
Sure, those are long-term effects, but in young people, nicotine can worsen brain development and functioning.
You say these things are making me stupid? I vape all the time and my brain is the perfect working thing. Wait, what was I saying again?
Whatever, man. So these things are killing us. That doesn't mean anything. Who's gonna stop us?
Me. Underage vaping is illegal. It's just as illegal as underage smoking, and the punishments can be severe. You can be looking at fines, attorney fees, court costs, probation, and sometimes even jail time. It's very bad.
If that were true, then why don't you just take me away right now? Jeez, I feel like I'm in a terrible PSA that teachers show their students at the beginning of the year. Let me just vape in peace.
One more thing. The U.S. Fire and Safety Administration has recorded 195 separate instances of exploding e-cigarettes during an 8-year study. At least 2 people have died from later explosions. These incidents could range anywhere from improper usage to a simple design flaw.
So the point is, vaping comes with a multitude of risks. It can lead to health problems in later life, developmental issues in your youth, and even in rare cases, being blown up.
You know what? I don't think I want to vape anymore. I think I made the right decision. Thanks, guys.
But what about you? You have a choice too. You don't have to take our word for it. You can learn more about the consequences of vaping on the World Wide Web. Or you can contact your local health department. Be safe, kids!
And now you know. Just say no to vaping and e-cigarettes, people. Hudson's Wrestling program has a lot of talent and potential, and have proven that time and time again with their hard work and perseverance.
My name is Jeremy Beal. I'm the athletic director here at Hudson. This is my 14th year as the athletic director here. We've been very blessed to again have another successful winter campaign. Our wrestling team just completed their 8th state title in the last 11 years. The 3 years they weren't state champs, they were runners-up. Led by Scott Mary, it's just been a great program for us that continues to have success year after year. Also blessed this year to have our first ever 4-time state champ, Jordan Hamden, who was recently announced as the Mr. Wrestler for the state of Michigan. A Michigan State recruit, he's had an outstanding career for us and has led us both on and off the mat for the past 4 years.
Jordan Hamden, a wrestler here at Hudson. I started when I was like, I want to say like 3 or 4 in there. Really young. So I grew up through the program. Same with my brother, he's older than me, Roddy. So we grew up wrestling from my dad, and through this program with Mr. Mary coaching us.
Scott Mary is what you would consider the go-to guy when it comes to wrestling. Man's a phenom, he knows everything, he knows the ins and the outs. He's very passionate about the sport, and he lives and breathes it. Being around him for the last 15, 16 years, I've been able to become a better coach myself. I find out what it takes in order to take a team that's on a rebuilding stage and build them up to where we are right now.
Coach Mary from Hudson Wrestling. I'm in my 30th year here at Hudson. The last 10 or 11 years has been very, very productive here at Hudson in wrestling. We've had several individual state champs. This year, we had the privilege of the 25th in MHSAA history. Jordan Hamden won 4 state titles, which is the first in our program in Hudson history. And I'm very proud of Jordan. We were in the finals again this year, the team finals, for the 11th straight year. And this year we won it. So we've won 8 state championships out of the last 11, and the other 3 we were runner-up.
So going to those state titles and stuff, going through those, it's pretty cool, you know. But I think the thing that's better than those is when we did team states and stuff. In my opinion, I like the 4-time thing. That was pretty cool. But I think the team, that really I think that hits more at home with me, you know.
This year I was voted number 5 active coaches among all wrestling coaches in the history of Michigan through M Live, and I was also named Coach of the Year of all divisions in Michigan by Grappler, Michigan Grappler. So those are some of my accomplishments. I guess probably the biggest accomplishment I feel is that we were academically all-state as well as state champions again this year. And that's been 3 times that we've done that, where we've won a state title and the boys have been academic all-state. You know, so
you can't really do the sport unless you have the academics. So they try to. Everybody's pretty strong and hard on the academics here, and I think it helps out a little bit with the program too for wrestling. You know, you can't learn any moves if you're not smart enough to do them, and so it's like they kind of go hand in hand, I guess. You know.
Jordan Hamden's been around this program ever since he's been a little kid. He's the poster child of what you would want in a wrestler and an athlete. What he does on the mat certainly certainly continues on off the mat. He's very well accomplished within the classroom. He's a scholar athlete. He's going to be attending the University of Michigan State. So awesome opportunity for him.
Yeah, so I received a scholarship from MSU and accepted it, so I'm going there, and so that's pretty important to me. It's a great opportunity that they let me have, and I'm excited for the future and what I can do for them and what they can do for me in regards to wrestling, and I'm just excited for the future of what we can do as a team. And
we've established a tradition of toughness here over the past 14 or 15 years that has started to translate into success. We feel like our work ethic is beyond equal. We work hard, we produce tough kids who show up on time and do what is asked of them, and we ask them to be successful and good citizens both on the court and off.
What an incredible feat of strength and sportsmanship. We wish Hudson Wrestling the best of luck in their sport. After the break, we join Madison High School in their homecoming celebratory varsity volleyball game.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, or even what you wear. You just need to be there. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Connor is struggling in school.
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Thanks for sticking with us on Lenawee. Now on to the Madison varsity volleyball game.
This is for homecoming week. Our volleyball players and our football players are in a volleyball match currently to get some homecoming festivities going. I think I'm going to have to go with the volleyball players. The skill level there is a little bit higher than I see with the football players.
Right now, we're playing volleyball against the varsity volleyball girls, so I feel like our team's doing pretty good, especially playing volleyball when that's not our main sport. You know, it's always fun to play against the girls.
How do you feel like your team is doing on the football field?
I think our team's doing pretty good. We just have to focus on some of the mental errors and do better as a whole.
Looks like everyone is having a lot of good fun in all that homecoming excitement. Go Trojans! I'm your host, Logan Janke. Make it a great day, Lenawee.